Hello friends and Namaste. My name is Kashi and I am recording here live from Trinity Yoga Studio in Tampa Bay, Florida. I wanted to take a little time today and share some breathing exercises with you all. So I have had quite a few requests to do these videos, so here I go. I'm going to begin with this nice, short, brief, easy breathing exercise. Come into a seated position that feels right for you. Now that might be, as you can see, I'm seated on a blanket. I prefer to have a little bit of cushion under there, and I would suggest the same for you if it makes it more comfortable for you. We are not trying to overdo, stretch. We're not trying to do any of that right now. What we're actually going to be doing is finding a connection between our mind, our thoughts, and our breathing. So it sounds very much like common sense, but it's actually something that a lot of us forget to do, and we may not even know how to do it, so that's why I'm here. Let's begin with a nice inhale through the nose. So you're gonna draw the air in the nose, breathe it all the way in, and almost feel as though you're filling up the body with the inhalation, all the way up to the collarbone area. So breathe in, let that air fill up the lungs. And then let's just breathe it out the mouth naturally. We're just gonna take a few more of these breaths. In the nose, out the mouth. We're not gonna worry too much about anything else with the breath, just breathing in the nose and out the mouth, okay? The one thing I would like to add, the element I'd like to thread in right now from the beginning, is to bring release and relief through the exhalation. So breathe in and breathe out, relax. Breathe in, notice the face, notice the head. Breathe out, relax the face, relax the head. Release the jaw, release the temples, release all the muscles around the base of the skull. Breathe in, notice the neck, notice the throat space. Breathe out, release, let go of any tension in the throat, in the neck. Breathe into the shoulders. Breathe out, release the shoulders. Breathe into the arms, the hands. Breathe out, relax, and release the arms and hands. Breathe into the chest, the upper back. Breathe out and relax. Breathe into the stomach, the lower back, mid-back. Breathe out, let it go. Breathe into the hips. Breathe out, release the hips. Breathe into the legs, the feet. Breathe out, relax. So this little exercise that we just completed, you may or may not already feel a few notches below where you were when you began, and that's part of the beauty of yoga. Most of the magic in yoga is in the breathing. So when you go to take a yoga class, even if you're there primarily for the physical benefit of that class, you will benefit 10 times more if you focus and practice the breathing. So let's add a little bit more into our breathing. Let's actually add and incorporate the Ujjayi breath with sound, okay? So it's kind of a funny word, Ujjayi. It's a Sanskrit word, breath with sound, oceanic breath, probably the most common breathing style that we are taught in our yoga classes, or that we share as instructors with you all. This breath carries so many benefits, and that's why you're taught this breath so often. It's a nostril breath, so it's in and out of the nose, but we are utilizing the throat space. So what we're doing here in the throat is we're actually going to close off a little bit in the back of the throat space. So when we breathe, we have to draw the air out of the lungs. It's almost like drawing and vacuuming the air out of the lungs, and then pushing it through this little opening in the throat space for the exhale to come out the nose. So the breath has a sound to it. It sounds like ocean waves. It kind of sounds like Darth Vader. So depending on what mood you're in. So let's practice this together. The best way to practice is to begin breathing in the nose, hold and retain that breath at the top, and then breathe it out the mouth as though you're gonna fog up a window or mirror. So that's where we're gonna begin. We're gonna breathe in, and then we're gonna release that breath with a little bit of force, pushing it through the tiny little opening in the throat space. As well as drawing this breath from the throat space, we're actually gonna reach a little bit even deeper into the body, and we're gonna draw that exhalation all the way from the base of the spine. So if you think about the body, you're sitting upright and come all the way down to that base of the spine. And just imagine that entire area of muscles, so the pelvic floor really is what you're focused on here, is going to engage and draw up toward the heart on the exhale. Once that pelvic floor reaches up toward the navel's drawing in toward the spine and also up toward the heart. So the exhalation actually carries a lot with it. It's not just a simple inhale, exhale. That exhalation especially is going to engage and draw those muscles of the lower root of the body up and in, okay? So we're gonna make that connection, breathing in the nose, drawing the air all the way up through the lungs. Squeezing, tightening, engaging down through the pelvic floor, and drawing in and up through the navel on that exhale. Continue this breath. This is Ujjayi breath. The more you take this breath, the slower your nervous system will become, the slower your heart rate. You'll start to feel a natural shift. It's a natural anti-anxiety relief here with this breath, okay? So breathe in. Start to breathe in and recognize length in the spine. So we're gonna breathe in and allow the crown of the head to reach up toward the ceiling. Now as we breathe out, we are engaging and drawing upward through the pelvic floor and in the lower abdominals, but we are also going to focus on grounding down through the sits bones. So we're feeling the bones of our seat grounding into the blanket or the mat floor below us. You can be doing this anywhere you'd like to. You could be on your couch or in your computer chair, wherever you want. Just keep breathing with me. Ujjayi breaths, make some noise, make sound. It is breath with sound. That's the name of the breath. So it needs to be audible. You need to hear yourself, and you need to feel that sigh of relief on the exhalation. Go ahead and draw the palms together at heart center and find yourself a nice firm connection with the palms, nice and even, balanced. Now soften the shoulders. It's tempting to squeeze up through the shoulders. Let's roll those down and away from the ears. Staying nice and long. Breathe in Good, we're gonna add a little movement to this breath. This is just a little introduction to how we connect the mind to the body using breath work, using movement, utilizing yoga, where breath meets movement, and the two of those also link up and meet up with all these other wonderful sutras of the yoga practice, including non-harm, including non-stealing, being your most authentically healthy self, catering to the body, treating it like a temple. Are we all getting A+ in every category right now? No. But that's why we call it a practice, okay? So that's the beauty of yoga. It's very forgiving, okay? So there's no right or wrong way to approach your practice. Just come as you are. Come into the breath, bring the palms together. Let's inhale, take the hands up overhead, okay? So inhale, reach up. Open up the chest, so drop the shoulders down into the back pockets and then release the hands and exhale all the way down. Good. We're gonna take our fingertips down to the mat. If you're mirroring me, fine. Doesn't matter which side you start on. We're gonna inhale, opposite arm comes up. We're gonna exhale and we're gonna arch over. We're gonna inhale back up to center. Take both arms up. Reach and extend through the heart. Exhale, take it over. Take a side stretch. Soften that shoulder there. It's tempting to scrunch up the shoulder to the ear. Release the shoulder down. Find the areas of the body that are feeling the movement, okay? So this is just one example of a way to connect the breath to the movement. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, take it over. Maybe your eye gaze shifts up toward the ceiling as you come into your side twist, adding more element to the movement. And we can layer from there, and I will in future videos. I actually need to get ready to start teaching my class tonight. Heated Hatha, it's every Friday night at 6:15 p.m. If you live here in the local Tampa Bay area, please come check out my class. I love it. The room's up to about 86. It's just about there right now. So it's not too hot, but we pump the music up and we have a really nice flow for our Friday night to kick off our weekend. I also teach Saturday mornings at 9:30. It's a healing Hatha class. And every first Saturday of the month, I teach a HIIT yoga, high intensity interval training yoga, blended mix of cardio, getting that heart rate up, getting the body in motion, and just really basically regressing our aging process. That's what I like to think of it as. That's what this is all about. This is the fountain of youth. So I want to say thank you to those who have encouraged me to put these videos out. I've been teaching yoga for, I think I'm going on my, it's been a while. I think I'm going into my official 5th year of teaching as an official certified teacher, but before that I even taught for some years before that. But I'm just now starting to have the courage to put these videos out here. So I want to thank those who have encouraged along the way, because this is important stuff to share. And if this vibes with anybody, then wonderful. Like, share, subscribe to my page. I'm going to be adding more onto this YouTube channel. Right now I'm sharing it with my daughter, but eventually we'll stem off and get our own channels. So I want to wish all of you the most wonderful weekend. Please make sure that you go out and spread the joy. Remember the Ujjayi breath. Please use it when you're driving around in this holiday traffic. In and out of the nose, little closure in the throat, and make some noise with your breath. Connect it to the lower part of the body. Release and relax on those exhales, okay? Everybody take care, and namaste.